J-Ram's awesome, as we all know.
Just ask for the world, though. I don't mind it.
Yeah. So that's just out there. Just wanted to provide that update for everybody that shouldn't be surprised if Stephen Kwan is moved by the deadline.
Here's the other issue, and this is always tough for management. When you're actually in the race, you're in the conversation, and basically you have to tell your fans at the end of July, thanks for coming.
Yeah.
We're bailing on the season. And so right now Cleveland is 3.5 games back of a wild card. Now, there are more teams to battle with than your Reds have to deal with,
right?
I think, as far as getting a wild card. I mean, it's close. And by the way, I'm glad you mentioned this because I looked at over-under on win totals right now for the Guardians in case they do sell off, and then we'd be okay. So you can get even money right now at Bet365 if you bet the Guardians to have under 80.5 wins.
Where are they at right now, Big Dog?
They're at 53. So that means they'd have to win 28 of their remaining, 55, 56?
Yeah.
To go over.
Right.
And I feel like it's not a bad value to take the under at even money.
Now.
Because even if they don't trade him, who knows what could happen with them. The other over-under that I thought you'd be interested in is your Reds.
Okay.
And this is where I think the favorite is the over. I think their over-under is very similar. It's 81.5.
They're at 56
and
right
they're
now.
at 56 playing 108 games. So they're very similar. Can they win 28, 29 games in their last 50-some-odd games?
And, kind of the other side of that,
Look at
too,
the schedules.
is if they go grab a bat, that being the Reds, then the value of that is very good now. It may not be as good if they trade for, let's say,
I would take the
Eugenio
over
Suarez.
on the Reds to get them to 82 wins.
Yeah.
And I would probably roll the dice in taking the upset on the Guards under 80.5.
Okay, there you go. I can roll with that. Absolutely. Check out the great offer they have at Bet365 where all you have to do is bet $5 and you will get $150 in bonus bets, win or lose. So download the Bet365 app today and check out their great website. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. You must be physically located in Ohio. Terms and conditions apply. Offer subject to meeting qualifying criteria.
And may the odds be ever in your favor.
All right, Trey Hendrickson is, the holdout is over, the hold-in begins. We reported a Bengals camp, and let's all be honest. Reporting to camp stops the $50,000 a day fine. And it also says to management, I'm here. You don't have to look to find me. I'm here.
Come on down.
And so that's what that says. I don't know if it says that much more, because here's Trey Hendrickson, first of all, on why did you show up?
Good. Things are exactly the same. What I'm not going to do is, as best as I can, avoid being a distraction. I want to help the guys. The guys that have helped me along the way, Demario Davis, Cam Jordan, even Sam Hubbard helped me a lot when I was here. So to be that right now, I think that's what's most important, and this narrative will kind of iron itself out as we continue to progress towards the season.
He's a good dude. Signing autographs.
Kissing babies.
For the cameras.
Yeah.
He's giving pointers to Shamar Stewart. He's his hold-in seems a little more engaged, which is good for him in the PR camp with fans, with media, all that.
His teammates
and
as well.
teammates.
Yeah, the problem is what we heard him say right at the beginning of that clip, AR. Things are exactly the same. That's the issue.
And the follow-up to that is this. Where is he as far as the contract demands?
Yeah, I think I've been saying it for years. You guys can look that up. I'm not interested in going over what I've said before. I think everything's out there. Now it's just focusing on this defense, how I can help, how I can mentor, how I can be a part of it in this weird process that we're going through.
Okay. He's a guy, he's under contract. Doesn't like his contract. Feels he's earned a lot more. A lot of us wouldn't disagree with that. And so the hardline stance would be play out your contract, negotiate a better one when it expires. That's not realistic. Not when you've led the league in sacks 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
Who would expect him to do that? Nobody does that.
Nobody.
He's worth and he's entitled right now going in and leveraging for a last great deal. I'm not saying he's going to get it, but he's entitled to try. And this is the best time to leverage. Look at Terry McLaurin. He's playing with a quarterback who a lot of people believe could be in the MVP conversation. This is a great time to leverage. If you think he's an MVP quarterback, he needs me,
no doubt,
to get there.
Mm-hmm. And Trey could say, if you think we're a Super Bowl caliber team, you need me to get there. And so their first game is September 7th. A lot of times
against
the Cleveland Browns.
Yep.
A lot of times they are, as
Battle
you know,
of Ohio.
Deadlines get deals done. Deadlines get deals done. And so,
and pressure of not getting paid at all could get the deal done from the Bengals side, meaning you want to lose $1 million a week.
And Trey might say, you want to lose valuable games early on and have us start slow again, then don't pay me.
But they say, we feel we could beat the Browns without you.
Well, they probably feel that way anyway.
Let's see the start of their schedule.
Oh, I got it right here for you, big dog. It's Brownies and Jags right out of the gate.
Okay, so they're favorites in both.
And then it's at Minnesota.
I think they'll be favored in that game, maybe less than 3. Who knows? Depends on
what we see from JJ
that's
early
right.
in those first 2 weeks.
So I could say confidently they'll probably be a favorite in their first 3 games.
And then it's at Denver and home against Detroit. They're going to be, I think they'll be
Well, that Detroit game might be a pick 'em.
Yeah, at the crib, maybe so. That Denver line is going to be interesting.
It's a Monday nighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Denver maybe slight favorites in that one.
What hurts Trey and what could hurt Trey is if he doesn't come down or whatever, if this doesn't happen and the Bengals start 3-0, it gets worse.
Well, then it's like, hey, now let's get even better. Bring me back.
That's a great attitude to take, Matty.
Let's go.
That's the level-headed attitude to take.
Don't you want to take it
jump
to a
on
higher
moving
level?
train?
Yeah, let's go.
Hey, season's off to a great start.
I think he's good either way, good or bad. If it's bad,
if it's bad, they just bail on the season.
What he can't have happen in your scenario,
because they won't make the playoffs, and now they won't care.
Well, if they start 3-0, and baked into that 3-0 is, Shamar Stewart's a dude. Then it's kind of like, well, that gets dicey for him.
Here's the other thing he doesn't need. They start 0-3 like they started last year, 0-3. The talk becomes not we need Trey, it's get rid of Zach. Then the narrative completely changes. Then Bengal fan is like, well, now their season's over. We're not rescuing this one like we almost did last year.
They can't afford it. You can't afford to have the starts that they have had with the division and the conference that you play in. Because you outside of Kansas City, your goal is the Ravens, Bills, Bengals should be, we need the 1 seed. We cannot go to the AFC Championship game in Kansas City. I know you've done it before.
They did it before.
But
the Super Bowl year they did it.
If you don't have to, you don't want to go out there.
Yeah. But he's got to be careful to not get to out of sight, out of mind. And the way that happens is with probably a really bad start or a really good start. It's the extremes that kind of take him to the fringe. Yeah. All right, that's your pre-snap read for today. We come back in 2 minutes with our friend Ian Hartitz, and we talk about the value of these fantasy running backs and maybe one Buckeye who could surprise. Rothman and Ice on the Fan.
The Dublin Irish Festival, August 1st through 3rd in Dublin, Ohio. Voted 2025 USA Today Best Cultural Festival in the nation. This year promises 3 incredible days of Irish music, dance, food, and fun. Get your tickets at DublinIrishFestival.org.
You know, it's not the shoes. It's what you can put in them that makes all the difference. Hey, it's Anthony. I've been a customer at the Good Feet store for a while now, and I'm all about my personally fit arch supports. They support my feet better than all the insoles I've jammed into my shoes over the years. And my Good Feet arch supports help me in a ton of ways, from overall support and balance to stabilizing my heels and the fact they distribute my body weight, especially when I'm golfing. I literally have spring in my step now. Check them out for yourself. The free fitting is designed to help them understand you, your pain, and your discomfort. It's simple. Just stop by the Good Feet store on Polaris Parkway or Stringtown Road in Grove City. You don't need an appointment, but you can certainly schedule one very easily online. Get back to living the life you love with the Good Feet store. For more than 30 years, they've taken great pleasure in helping thousands discover the comfort they've been dreaming of, just like me. Get professionally fitted at goodfeet.com.
This is Corey Sickles with Safe Harbor Wealth Advisors. Loads and fees erode your retirement savings. Let us show you how to protect your nest egg. Visit safeharboroh.com to schedule a complimentary meeting. safeharboroh.com.
Your bathroom's got to go, the vanity's decayed, and toilet's really old. The bathtub's giving way. Give Baths R Us a ring. Call morning, noon, or night. You do not have to wait to get your bathroom right.
Call Baths R Us for your free estimate and enter to win our Christmas in July $12,500 bathroom remodel with an additional savings of up to $3,000 plus low to no monthly payments. 380-225-2284. Baths R Us, where dreams soak in.
Rothman and Ice is sponsored by your local Pella Window and Door showroom on Gemini Parkway. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Anthony sometimes likes to sit and stare at his bundle of Emmy Awards. Unfortunately, it's through the glass of the pawn shop. You're listening to Rothman and Ice.
Very true. All right, before you know it, we'll be drafting. Mock drafts are coming your way. All the fantasy football facts and stats you need are from this man and fantasylife.com. He's our friend Ian Hartitz to help give us a preview. Ian, welcome back.
What's going on, fellas? It's fantasy football season again. How about that? Creep up on me.
I'm very bitter about fantasy this year. I am most years because you're only judged on whether you can win it all, and I'm into my tiebreaker being playoff matchups. I'm going to do a little more deep dive into my tiebreakers because I hate having a good season and then having horrendous playoff matchups. It bothers me. And I feel like I need to do that this year and look at, if I'm debating between one player and another, look at the playoff matchup. Do you agree that that's something I should do and maybe enough people don't do?
Look, as a tiebreaker, I'm okay looking at matchup stuff, but that far in the future, man, it really does get difficult. I mean, defensive turnover year after year is hard enough, and as we know, by the time week 8, week 9 comes around, how many backup quarterbacks are going to be in the league, just kind of ruining everything we thought we knew. So I've always said, matchups, strength of schedule, stuff like that, useful tiebreaker, but more often than not, give me the guys who we know are talented getting the football.
Ian, we were going back and forth earlier about a couple running backs, and we stumbled into, would you rather have Ashton Genty this year for fantasy or Christian McCaffrey? What's your feel on that and the guy you think offers a higher fantasy ceiling?
I lean McCaffrey, man. I know it's a situation where if you've been playing fantasy football for any amount of time, this dude has probably burnt you at one point or the other. But, hey, unless you are in a fantasy league where you have a last-place punishment, I do try to subscribe by the old Ricky Bobby saying first or last. And whenever you have a guy like CMC who can give you that game-breaking league-winning 25-point-per-game upside, I'm going to be taking that chance sooner rather than later in drafts. So I will just say there's a lot of really talented guys at the top. I don't blame people for putting Genty in that same tier. He's obviously will get force-fed to football. Now, as all the Buckeye fans know, Chip Kelly certainly knows a thing or two about enabling a good run game. But you just look at the guys going around, Genty and CMC. We got Derrick Henry with the Ravens. They're good with the Lions, Saquon, Josh Jacobs, all these guys. And just that Raiders offense is the one that sticks out as probably still not exactly being the super high-scoring unit. So, hey, when CMC's healthy, that pass-catching ability really separates them, particularly in full PPR land. Give me CMC.
So one of my other stupid theories is that if I'm debating between a couple of receivers and I obviously am going to go to the quarterback. And I've said to Maddie before, well, if I draft this guy, I get a piece of that quarterback. Or if I draft that quarterback, I get that receiver. It just makes sense to me. So where are you on the whole, Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, Jamar Chase? I mean, I think on the surface, we'd all want a piece of Joe Burrow and not Dak or J.J. McCarthy. Am I right to rank them that way?
Yeah, look, I think pretty much any wide receiver, we're all kind of looking at some combination of the following four things. Talent, how good, obviously, are they just as a football player? What's their age and injury situation? Obviously, in this case, we're talking about three pretty young guys fully in their prime. Their quarterback play, I'm with you. Give me Joe Burrow over those other dudes. And just volume. And, yeah, even though T. Higgins is also going to be in that Bengals offense, I mean, I'm sorry, Bengals fans, that had to watch that team last year. I'm sure that was very frustrating. But for the rest of us, man, that was prime red zone entertainment week after week because they cannot get a stop. So I do think Jamar Chase has every reason to be the wide receiver one. And honestly, honestly the first overall pick in all of fantasy, as long as you are getting some sort of bonus for the reception. So right now I will go CD after that, just because as much as I'm not too concerned about Justin Jefferson and that hamstring injury, I think as the old saying goes, injuries will find you once the season gets started, so don't seek them out during your draft in August.
What's your advice for the people that are going to be interested in grabbing Travis Hunter this year and his value, as a wide receiver? How are you feeling about that pairing with he and Brian Thomas Jr., but where do you think would be a good time to draft Travis Hunter?
Right now, I got him as a wide receiver 33, and if you want to go ahead and get him, it's probably going to cost you around a round 6 or so draft pick. And, hey, I mean, we can certainly see the upside scenario here. Dude was obviously drafted number 2 for a reason. Even if he had come out of Colorado just saying, hey, I'm only going to play wide receiver, seemed like he had, the production and just talent to go ahead and be a top 10 pick regardless of the cornerback side of things. But, man, again, okay, we have an awesome player. That's fantastic. You can get him out of wide receiver 3 cost. I can talk myself into it, but you guys have been on the old Twitter for any amount of time. You've probably seen the graphic where Trevor Lawrence's career numbers a bit too close to Daniel Jones for my liking. So, yeah, we got Liam Cohen and Duvall now. Maybe he's going to turn things around. But you mentioned it, man. Brian Thomas Sr. could very well simply be a better option. And that's all before even considering if Travis Hunter is actually going to get as many routes on offense as he needs, while trying to be the first two-way player pretty much ever. So Chris Gamble did it first. I don't think enough people mentioned that as we were kind of going through Hunter's Colorado season. So shout out Mr. Gamble. But again, I think Hunter going around guys like another Buckeye, Chris Olave, Jacoby Myers. Okay, there's enough warts where we can kind of talk ourselves into Hunter's best case scenario, but currently not someone I'm going out of my way for.
I had Jaden Daniels last year. Loved it. Almost got me all the way there, but didn't. I love the 900 rushing yards. I was lamenting the lack of touchdown passes early, but I don't know if I have the guts to take him over Josh Allen or even Burrow. Should I?
Nah, look, I have Jaden Daniels QB4. Over Burrow, I think in a league where it is just your 4-point passing touchdowns, I'm okay going with Daniels still. You mentioned that dual threat rushing ability, and it just really is such a cheat code. I think that generally fantasy football rankings, again, we're using the same things as real life rankings, yards and touchdowns and things like that. But the two big discrepancies we get are the quarterbacks who run a lot and also running backs who catch a lot of passes. So in, just fantasy case this year, I got Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, and Jaden Daniels in a tier of their own. I do think Allen and Jalen Hurts, though, just have that extra differentiating factor that is getting those touch pushes, getting those QB sneaks inside the 5-yard line. Washington and even Baltimore not quite as willing to do that. So actually ran some numbers, and over these past 2 seasons, Jalen Hurts has 147 fantasy points just from rush attempts inside the 5-yard line. Josh Allen has 90. Anthony Richardson is the only other quarterback over 40. So, again, just such a different game and so much just needing to make up with high-end passing efficiency for really anyone, Daniels and Burrow included, to match what Allen Hurts can do.
When you look at this class of rookie running backs outside of Ashton Genty, where could we find some value? Like Travion Henderson, I know there's some people interested in him and will be in our league, him being a former Buckeye. But this rookie running back class, who are a couple guys you like and the opportunities that could be coming their way?
Yeah, next best option is going to be the other first rounder, Mario Hampton, working with Harbaugh and Greg Roman in Los Angeles. And just, hey, depending on how Pirate Najee's eye recovery is going, man, we might actually see Hampton get way more of a workhorse role than even his biggest truthers were kind of anticipating. But he's going to be going a little bit early. If you wanted to wait a little bit, I do think the new Broncos RB1, RJ Harvey teaming up with J.K. Dobbins in Denver, he could be your guy because, man, this Broncos offense the last 2 years hasn't had a good pass-catching running back. We've had Javonte Williams, awesome as a rookie, but post-knee injury just hasn't been the same guy. Audric Estimate, Jaleel McLaughlin, really no one you can overly trust or even come close to comparing to some of those guys Sean Payton had in New Orleans back in the day. But guess what? Denver running backs still have ranked 1st and 4th in receptions. And again, that is just such a difference maker when we are playing in some of these 4-point per reception leagues. So RJ Harvey, someone who, again, not a household name, went at the very end of round 2. Obviously, if I was starting a franchise, I would take someone like Travion Henderson ahead of him. But, man, Broncos offense, awesome offensive line. We got Bo Nix, who is very willing to check the ball down. I think RJ Harvey could be someone that, again, you're going to be very happy to have in that fantasy squad sooner rather than later.
Ian, great stuff, man. We'll be hitting you up before our drafts, bud. Thanks for the info.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate you guys. And as a Columbus, Ohio lifer, love listening to you.
Outstanding, bud. Thank you. FantasyLife.com is the place to get all your stats and info from our friend Ian Hartitz on the Bryant Heating Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline.
It's time to give away right now a $50 gift card to Skyline Chili. 614-821-9710 is Rhyme Time's hotline number. Earlier, AR, we were debating about a specific dessert and where it ranks for us amongst our favorite.
Should it be top 5?
Should this dessert be top 5? What is that dessert? You get it right, you will get a $50 gift card to Skyline Chili. Again, Rhyme Time's hotline number is 614-821-9710.
We come back and wrap it up with Tell the Truth. Rothman and Ice and the Fan.
If you miss a live show, you can catch the podcast. If you miss the podcast, our hosts have volunteered to have dinner with you.
Ma, the meatloaf!
The Fan.
It's been a great run. Care Heating and Cooling has achieved goals I could only imagine 30 years ago. But now it's time for the next generation to take over. This is Mike Weens, now the retired founder of Care Heating and Cooling with my sons, Dennis and Ryan.
Dad, as Care grew over the years, you had many opportunities to sell Care to one of the big conglomerates that are buying companies all over Central Ohio. So tell our customers why you decided to keep Care in the family.
After talking about Care's values for over 30 years, I couldn't bear the thought of Care becoming the kind of company I was warning our customers about. I know the two of you will continue to treat our customers as I would, with honesty and integrity.
We will, Dad. In 2024, Care was awarded a BBB Torch Award for Ethics and was named the Lennox Partner of the Year. You don't earn those awards by leaving cat toys behind.
Call Care Heating and Cooling at 1-800-COOLING or schedule an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com. When you need a company you can trust.
I'm an old school Joe, and my philosophy is simple and effective. At the end of the day, it's not what you win or lose, it's what you save. And bet and reduce juice at Prime Sports Ohio is the way to save money on every single bet. Download the Prime Sports Ohio app or visit our website, primesportsbook.com. Get a welcome bonus to match your initial deposit up to $400 in bonus bets. And be a member of the Prime Sports family.
Terms and conditions apply. Visit website for details. Must be 21 and present in Ohio. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
This is the Cincinnati Reds Down on the Farm Minor League Report, brought to you by Western and Southern Financial Group. Last week we focused on the MLB first-year player draft. With this week's report, let's take one last look at the club's representatives in the 2025 MLB All-Star Futures Game held in Atlanta during All-Star Week. Sal Stewart, the Reds' #2 prospect, earned the nod by hitting .306 with an on-base percentage of .377 and a .473 slugging percentage for the Chattanooga Lookouts. The 32nd overall pick in 2022 has picked up 11 home runs and 46 RBIs this season. He's a Miami native and was recently promoted to AAA Louisville, hitting his first AAA home run on July 20th. The other organization participant in the Futures Game was Alfredo Duno. The Reds' #6 prospect secured a Futures Game nod off of his offensive production as well. His season with Single-A Daytona had the 19-year-old catcher tied for first in doubles and second in RBIs in the entire Florida State League. For the season, Duno is hitting .260 with an on-base percentage of .409 and a .438 slugging percentage. He leads Daytona in home runs and runs batted in. The Down on the Farm Minor League Report is brought to you by Western and Southern Financial Group. Put their financial strength behind you. Visit westernsouthern.com.
Can't get enough of your favorite fan content? Good news, we're on all the digitals. Follow 971 The Fan on X, Facebook, YouTube, The Talk, and Gram. Your digital home for endless shenanigans. The Fan.
Hey, it's Leslie from Pella Columbus.
I'm Wilson from that other window place.
One of my favorite things, Wilson, is the look on people's faces when they see the end price for Pella windows.
Yeah, I'm always hearing, does it look like I'm wearing my money britches?
More like, I can't believe we get the Pella look and quality at these prices.
Oh, you went the other way with that. You're hearing good things. Oh, this is awkward.
Get the window that homeowners rated the leading window brand in Columbus at PellaColumbus.com.
At Planet Fitness, we're declaring it. This is the year of getting stronger, and you can get started now by saving when you join today. We have all the best-in-class equipment you could ever need, and you can work out your way on your time at any convenient location near you. Most open 24 hours. So let's do this. Join Planet Fitness today and save. Just $1 down, $15 a month.
Offer ends July 31st.
See Home Club for details.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Tell the truth with Rothman and Ice.
Sponsored by Window Nation. Get 50% off all window styles, plus no interest until 2030. Visit windownation.com now.
All right, do we have a winner who knew that the dessert we were debating today was cheesecake, and Maddie and I did not have it in our top 5, but it's a pretty fundamentally strong dessert. You get a little strawberry on there, some kind of drizzle going. A
little caramel.
Maybe, yeah, something like
that chocolate sauce.
And if the crust is right, you'll be back. It's not bad. And you're packing, by the way, you're packing a lot of calories into a small little unit there.
Yeah.
But you can control how big the bites are with cheesecake because you don't need it to be a massive bite every time.
You don't.
And it still really does the trick. I'm much higher on it now than I ever was.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
It's all right. Sorry, I got distracted by some breaking Cincinnati Reds news. Do you want to mention, did he mention the winner already? Or, who's the winner? Go ahead.
Congrats to John from Columbus.
Thanks for listening, John. Enjoy that $50 gift card to Skyline Chili. But this coming down in the world of baseball right now, AR, the Cincinnati Reds are acquiring third baseman
Ke'Bryan Hayes. No,
that's it. Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ke'Bryan Hayes in a trade with the Pittsburgh Pirates. Yay.
Okay, because we talked about Suarez.
Trading in division.
Yeah.
We talked about Suarez when you said third baseman.
He's a good defender, but we need some offense. This is my cousin, so I can't go too crazy about it in the bad way. But I was very excited about the potential of getting Eugenio Suarez back. But you shore up the defense just a little bit, and when you have really good pitching the way that they do, I see the vision. Hopefully they can get it back, but that's just coming down now. Reds trading with the Pirates for Ke'Bryan Hayes.
He doesn't seem to have the power that Suarez had, and I had Ke'Bryan Hayes in fantasy. How many years ago was that, Manny? Feels like 2, 3. Feels like a decent amount.
Yeah.
And so, but he's a really good defensive third baseman.
He is.
That's something you have to put some price tag on.
You put him next to Ellie, who can have his defensive uh-ohs every now and then. That can help him out, too.
You just yell over, I got it.
Yeah, get out the way.
Yeah, move out of the way. I can handle this. Anything that's hit between us, it's mine.
Oh, man. So there you go. Sorry, I didn't mean to jack your segment, but some breaking news. I don't know if it's breaking, but some news for an Ohio baseball team. There you go.
It's all good. The Reds making moves.
Yep.
Any kind of move, we love to hear it. So Louis Riddick went on Get Up this morning and gave a take on Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels, the sophomore season. If I said he's going to be the MVP of the league this year, would you tell me that was ridiculous?
No, I would tell you that could very, very well happen. There's a good shot that may happen. This guy is unique. Now, we talk about unicorns all the time. This guy is a unicorn in terms of his football character, how mature he is. I watched him the other day have a media session, and I'm sitting there going, has this guy played in the league 4 or 5 years? He's the unquestioned leader. He's one of the best leaders probably this football team has had in, 2 decades? I mean, he is without a doubt the head of the snake there, and I don't see him taking a step back at all. Don't mess it up with Terry McLaurin. Get his guy in there to a contract, not just in the building. Get him signed to a contract.
So tell the truth. Will Jaden Daniels win MVP this year?
No. I don't think he will.
Not enough team success to go with him?
Yeah, I don't think so. I think, honestly, I mean, he's so valuable, but definitely got enough talent to do it. I just don't see it. It's not like I'm telling you he's going to have a sophomore slump, but
the numbers individually, yeah, you can, right? There's no doubt about that. The numbers individually should be sexy for him. They should, with all the rushing stuff that will come along with it. But I'm like, one of my favorite R&B songs is Bobby Valentino's "Slow Down," and I think that's just what we need to do a little bit here with Jaden Daniels. Let's just slow down a little bit with the crowning of this guy being the next great thing, and he might be. But it's one lap around the track. There were similar things being said about C.J. Stroud coming out of his rookie year, and you saw what happens. Injuries, the league figured you out just a little bit, and then you got to adjust going into year 3, and that's what I can't wait to see from C.J. But with Jaden, all the tools are there for him to be very, very special. I love that they kept Cliff Kingsbury around as his offensive coordinator, so he's not learning a new playbook in year 2. And you add Debo, and that can only help. They've got to figure out the Terry McLaurin thing, which I think they will. But, man, this has been the offseason of, get the Hall of Fame jacket ready for Jaden Daniels, and I just think we need to let's hop in the slow lane just a little bit.
He's got some value. It's 8.5 to 1 right now.
Okay.
On Bet365, so I'm not going to sneeze at that a little bit. If you want to go for some value, a lot of people do think that the Packers are going to give the North a run for their money, and Jordan Love is 22 to 1. So I know he doesn't have the weapons, and it doesn't feel like the perfect bet, and it's not because it's a value bet. It's 22 to 1.
As there's a drive in a deep left field by Castellanos, it will be a home run.
I like CJ a little bit more at 22 to 1.
Will the Reds keep their sweepless streak alive tonight against the Dodgers?
Yeah, haven't been swept at all this year, AR. Who is pitching for the L.A. Dodgers tonight, fellas? Can you help me out with that? Who we got tonight?
Ohtani, I think.
Oh. No.
Am I right?
I think you are right. Is he on a pitch count, though?
Probably.
It is Ohtani.
Martinez?
Against Nick Martinez.
Yeah. I am going to say no.
They're bringing the brooms out on us tonight, AR?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think last night was the one you had to get.
You're right.
And
that was it.
I don't know. Baseball is a rough bet, but
yeah,
there's value on the Reds if you think it's not going to. If they can avoid the sweep, let me check it out. Right.
What's tough too is you took
plus 140
the Reds to win
the game.
One of the best bats in the lineup, I don't think will be there. And TJ Friedel, he's on paternity leave, so congrats to him and his wife there.
Oh, well, we got a game tonight though.
I know, man, but hey, you got a little one. You got a little one.
I want to win, though, don't you?
Trust me, I'm with you, but come on, man. I'm going to go Ohtani in the game. They bring out the brooms.
I don't want to get hurt. First inside pitch you get, lean into it. Yeah, but I don't want to get hurt. Fine, you don't have to get hit in the back. Get hit in the arm or the leg.
We got to
win, don't you?
We used to say in the dugout, we got ice, rhyme time. Stay in there.
We got to have 6 of the players get COVID.
So today's Ricky, the college basketball guy in me, I had to get some Rick Pitino in
Ricky.
there. So
anytime he talks and I can't see him, I think he's wearing a white suit.
That's the best look, seeing him strolling the sidelines at MSG with the white suit on. Today's fan poll, we're exactly 1 month away from Ohio State taking on Texas at Ohio Stadium. As of today, what's your confidence level in the Buckeyes beating the Longhorns? Guaranteed OSU win, pretty confident, very nervous, or Texas is going to win?
I'd be kind of in the middle of the very nervous to, what's your middle one?
The pretty confident and then very nervous.
Oh, wow. It's quite a extreme. I thought
first one was guaranteed OSU win.
Yeah, I'm not guaranteeing that.
I think the game's a coin flip.
Yeah, I would go.
Yeah, where I'm at.
We got to lean somewhere, though. I
lean back like Fat Joe
pretty
then.
Confident and then really nervous. Like those are like, there's no in between. Like what Maddie said, like cautiously optimistic.
That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. I know that's not an answer, but that's where I'm at.
Right now, those two are the top two, and they're only separated by 0.3.
There you go.
Pretty confident.
That tells you we need a new category.
Pretty confident is 43.6, and very nervous is 43.3.
Before we go, if you missed anything from our show, don't worry. You can always catch up wherever you get your podcast. All you have to do is type in Rothman and Ice. Everything we do from noon to 3 will be waiting there for you. Subscribe to the podcast as well. Bet365 is the exclusive sports betting sponsor of the Rothman and Ice pod. Common Man and Timmy coming up next. Don't move.
All right. We love you for listening. Thank you. And we'll hit you tomorrow at high noon. Rothman and Ice and the Fan.
Buckeye games have been airing on WBNS since before you were born and before your parents were born and before Abraham Lincoln was born. Trust me. Your home of the Buckeyes, the Fan.
Win big at El Dorado Scioto Downs, your Caesars Rewards hotspot. Play over 1,700 hot games. Sip craft brews at Brew Brothers. And dine at Guy Fieri's Trattoria with its famous 68-layer lasagna. Enjoy live music at Vail Bar and harness racing now through September. Experience nonstop thrills where rewards never stop. Must be 21 plus to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Road
trip. This summer at Tire Discounters, your tires are your passport to savings because you're driving to Paris,
Texas,
then it's off to Rome,
Georgia,
and you'll be kissing the Blarney Stone in Dublin,
Ohio.
Right now, save up to $434 when you buy 4 tires, and that includes a free alignment and oil change. Stop at Tire Discounters before you see the world.
Working your way through that honey-do list? That means more flushes, more showers, more fiddling with the thermostat. Trust the pros at the Waterworks with your plumbing and drain cleanings and repairs and all your heating and cooling needs. Our certified pros can repair or replace your furnace or air conditioner. Clogs? Call the Waterworks. Drain cleaning? Call the Waterworks. Plumbing issues? Call the Waterworks. Furnace repairs? Call the Waterworks. The Waterworks. Trusted neighborhood plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling experts.
This radio commercial was made to convince you to stop speeding. We can't use siren sound effects on the radio, so we'll use other equally jarring sound effects to get your attention. Like telling you that whether you drive a little over the speed limit or a lot, you can crash just the same. You could hurt yourself or worse, others.
I'm at the scene of the collision.
And the damage you cause will be beyond repair. See? We didn't have to use crash or siren sounds after all. Speeding catches up with you. Brought to you by NHTSA.
Do you suffer from leg pain, leg swelling, varicose veins, or leg ulcers? Dr. Barry Zeta and Dr. Joseph Senta at Ohio Vein and Vascular Polaris are pioneers in the vein and vascular field. Dr. Zeta and Dr. Senta can perform minimally invasive procedures that will get you back on track to a pain-free life. Stop living with leg pain and start the process to healthy living with a free healthy leg screening. Go to loveyourveins.com or call 614-426-VEIN. That's 614-426-VEIN or loveyourveins.com.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 1-877-CARS for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now.
1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Paul's new drone startup just lost its most genius computer scientist.
We just lost our best genius to some new genius who's got a genius new idea. I'm going to have to find a new genius. Or 2 half geniuses and fast.
He needs a computer scientist that can keep his startup from falling down.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, it's easier for talented candidates to find it, which makes it easier for you to hire them. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Turn things all the way up and find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy.
Hi, I'm Rick Germain, and at Toyota West, we're having our biggest pre-owned sales event of the year. With over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles, Toyota West at I-270 and Georgesville Road has the car you're searching for. And during our Go Forth sales event, every pre-owned vehicle is discounted and comes with a 72-hour exchange policy plus a 3-month warranty. At Toyota West, you don't have to choose between a great experience and a great price. We deliver both. Come see us at the Germain Auto Mall on Georgesville Road or get started today at ToyotaWest.com.
I have a buddy who's going to be popping the question soon. He's planning everything out. He asked me, can you help me out with the ring? I said, of course I can. I've got a guy, Bob Capace from Worthington Jewelers. Now you talk, Bob.
Hi, I'm Bob Capace. I'm your guy.
Go in, see my friends at Worthington Jewelers. Tell them I sent you, and you'll get the true VIP experience.
I'll treat them better than I treat you.
That's not hard. Worthington Jewelers on High Street in Worthington. WorthingtonJewelers.com.